Have you heard of hiring a coach for building your business? Well, do you actually have to have one to be successful? Hey, this is Leah Rae from ToddandLeahRae.com. In this video, I'm gonna give it to you straight. We've been on both ends of the spectrum when it comes to getting coaches to help with building businesses. And I'm gonna lay it out for you, what you actually need, how it's gonna benefit you, and how you can go all in with it, or how you can really cut some corners if your budget is tight and still get great results. So the big question, do you need to hire a coach to become successful, to successfully build an online business? Well, the short answer is no. Okay, you do not need to. There are been people who've done it without it. However, the longer answer is if you want to go as fast as possible and build the biggest business, get the most income, whatever, as possible, then hiring a coach is a really, really good idea. I mean, for Todd and I, our most recent coaching experience, when we received coaching, it took us from being, barely 5-figure-a-month earners to earning 6 figures a month, and that came from coaching. Now, it wasn't like we hired someone for 1 month and we were able to make that change. We actually hired that coach for an entire year to take us from that one place to the new place, to becoming 6-figure-a-month earners. So having a coach is massively helpful to building a very successful online business as quickly as possible. So how do they speed up your process? One thing is, if you're hiring someone who's already built the kind of business that you want to build, they're successful. They're not just generic business coaches who don't really know your industry or what you're doing, but they're people who have built the type of business that you're looking to build. They have a 1,000-foot view of what they're looking at. They know what you're doing. They've been there and done it themselves, and they've got the big picture while you're still in the middle of it, grinding through it all. So they can really help guide you, and you can learn from their mistakes, avoiding the lost time and money and effort that those mistakes would have cost you. You can learn from the mistakes that they've made and go quicker and build faster and bigger than they've even done. I know for some of the coaching clients that I've personally helped, looking at their business as someone who's gone before them, become successful in what they want to do, we can actually look at where they are now. Like, they've been busy, they've been working hard, but we can help them really prioritize their goals, set it all kind of in line for them, and help create more of a streamlined process that's going to get them to that end goal as quickly as possible, versus just kind of muscling it out and just grabbing at things, trying to do whatever they can do, which is where most people are when they're trying to build their business. So having that 1,000-foot view from someone who's experienced and already created the success you're looking for, they can give you the shortcut, right? They tell you, okay, the next step is this, then this, then this, and you're going from point A to point B, instead of when you're doing this all on your own, and you're up here, and then that's a dead end, you turn around, you go and do this, and that's a dead end, you turn around, and you're making progress, but it takes a lot more time, takes more money, and takes more effort. Because of this, coaching has been instrumental in our business. And it's actually part of why we suggest people, it's better when you're building your business that you still have income coming into your household, whether that's through your job or your spouse's job. Going cold turkey, quitting your job, and then trying to build a business is not something that we recommend, because it takes money to build a business, and coaching is part of that expense. Todd and I, when we first got started online, we didn't have a clue what we were doing. We didn't understand any of the terminology. All we knew is that we wanted to make sales online. Like, that was it. We really didn't have a bigger picture than that, and we were lost. We had seen some training, but it didn't make sense it didn't gel, and we didn't get it because we came from different worlds. Todd was a band teacher and I was a nurse. It wasn't in our understanding, right? It wasn't how we were raised, it wasn't how we were educated, and it was a whole new world for us. So we hired a coach, and that coach plugged us in with the right training, but also had the conversations with us to help us really get what was going on. He helped us to generate our very first leads online, to build our audience, to start making our very first sales online. That was all because we hired a coach to help us do it. Once we were chugging along, we were generating leads, we were making sales online, we were getting somewhere, but we weren't really making a lot of money, and that was because our conversion rate was really bad. The conversion rate from being a lead to converting over into a sale. So from the leads to sales, that was really poor for us. We were not having good success. I was actually calling people at the time, and maybe 25% conversion rate on a good day. Now, we hired a coach who did a personal coaching session with me and training, and he took us, for me personally, on these calls from a 25% closing rate to like a 75% closing rate. That 3 times our income from hiring one coach. And honestly, it was one long coaching session that we had one-on-one, because we knew the fundamentals, but we needed to tweak what I was doing, the strategy, and get some more advanced advice and coaching from someone who really knew their stuff. If you 3 times your income, yeah, That's definitely worth it. When you're generating the same amount of leads, but you're making 3 times the amount of money, that is huge. That's the power of coaching. And then again, like I said at the beginning, it's our last coach that we recently had took us from 5-figure a month earners to 6-figure a month earners over the time span of about a year. And he has been in the industry for a long time. He is a very good friend of ours, and he had been down the road himself. He had the bigger picture knowledge of where we wanted to go, and he could guide us so that we could go straight there instead of making all these detours and getting turned around along the way. Now, as I said, you're going to need money to get a coach, and this isn't something that people just donate their time for. These are experienced entrepreneurs who are successful. Their time is valuable, so you have to be willing to fork out the cash to get help. Now, when it comes to one-on-one individual coaching, on the low end, you're typically looking, from what we've seen, low end $1,000 a month. That's the low end of the spectrum. It definitely goes much, much, much higher than that as well. Now, if that's something that's in your budget, that is awesome. That's what we've done multiple times in our business. So if it's something you can move forward with, then you need to connect with someone who you admire, who you've seen their business, see what they're doing and how they're doing it. If that's something that you want, then connect with them, see if they offer one-on-one coaching, what their pricing is. However, if that's not in your budget, that's okay. There's actually other options. If you are a go-getter and really committed to make this happen, you can kind of work around the one-on-one thing if you can't afford that right now, and you can get into some group coaching sessions that give you the benefit of what you really need. Now, they're much, much cheaper, like not even in the same ballpark as one-on-one coaching. They can give you some great training, some resources, and depending on the program that you're going with, you can get some, your individual questions answered during different live webinars or workshops that they offer to their group. Now, the one thing that I would say, the difference between group coaching and one-on-one coaching, obviously the one-on-one coaching is much more personalized, and there's a lot higher level of accountability because you're meeting with that person on a regular basis, one-on-one. There's no hiding in the shadows on that one. So if you know that you need more accountability, then there's definitely want to go with one-on-one coaching. If that is not in your budget, but you can keep yourself accountable, you know how to work hard, you know that you need to stay focused and get things done, if you can do that, then a group coaching option may be really good for you. Todd and I just totally revamped our entire program, and if you are watching this video within the first few days of it being published, howdy, thanks for watching it right away, but we do have a special deal. You can check out our coaching program for just $1. So I'll make sure that I have the link, top link in the description. You can click on that and get access to just honestly phenomenal training that we've put together and the individual interactions that you need to be successful. So if you're looking for group coaching, $1 only, guys. If you're watching this when it's first published, if you're watching this at a later time, that's okay. Click on the link and we may have a deal running. I'm not sure, depending on the time of year, whatever that you're watching this, but click on it anyway and something will show up that can get you access to our group coaching. Our program covers everything from the basics, fundamentals of online marketing to more advanced tactical strategies as well. So click the link, watch that little video that explains the program in depth, and it'll get you all the details that you need. Now, please know that we are rooting for you. This channel is here to help you create time freedom, the time freedom that you and your family deserve. So if you're new, first time you're watching our videos, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so that we can help you build that time freedom you're looking for. Again, this is Leah Rae from toddandleahrae.com. Head over to the next video up here. If you're sticking around on YouTube, watch that one next, and I'll see you soon.